You know, it's interesting that as we get older, we forget things. But sometimes there are things that I swear had never in my whole wide life happened. Okay, let me go back. There's a show, an old movie called The Last Starfighter. This is a story about a kid in a rundown trailer cart who goes up and plays this game, and all the years that he's played it, finally, he has all of the whole trailer park watching because he finally wins the game. Now, what happens at this point is this was a recruiting sort of venue where the galaxy's in trouble, and so this one kid wins this game, so they go and somewhere out in the galaxy comes to get this kid and tells him that he's needed because he is such a wonderful fighter and he won this game, that they need him to save the world and basically the whole galaxy. So as this guy comes to get him, and the guy is in human form, our recognizable form, he takes this kid, but as the kid gets into the car, or the jet propulsion, whatever it is, before he soars off into the galaxy, somebody else gets out and they shake hands. Well, what happens is that as soon as they shake hands, then whatever's inside the human kid goes into the alien being, so that he develops into this other kid so that nobody will know he's gone and he's out fighting to save the universe and all that kind of stuff. Well, and then, and this is, I have a point, I will get to it. I got to go around Robin Hood's barn a couple times first. But anyway, then a friend of mine and I were watching Kyle XY, a Disney thing where this kid is made, possibly a robot, whatever, and he doesn't have a belly button. Okay, so this combined in my mind to where sometimes I believe I'm taken by aliens to go fight the problems in the universe or whatever. And so when I'm gone on these forays, whoever is here that looks like me, acts like me, talks like me, does stuff, but she doesn't have a belly button, okay? So anyway, my point. I'm getting around to it. It used to be that when I worked for this company out on Sanibel, it was an IT company. And they'd say, Beck, you know when you did this, and you said this, and I'm going, what? And they'd say, yes, you told us this, and what did you do with such and such and such and such? And I'm going, I have totally no recollection of that whatsoever. And so I got to the point where I would ask them, when this happened, did you check to see if I had a belly button? If it wasn't me, if the person that you were talking to didn't have a belly button, that's the other person, and I'm out in space doing wonderful life, earth-saving, galaxy-saving things. Well, okay, so there was there have been several incidences lately where somebody has said, Beck, you remember when you said this, that, or the other thing? I'm going, no. There was an incident where a friend of mine brought something over to the house here and said, well, I brought it over, and you know, you put it somewhere. And I'm going, I have totally no recollection of that. So from now on, anytime that happens, and you know, I can remember a lot. I can even remember past lunch to what I had for breakfast most days. But there are some things that are just like, do y'all ever have this happen where it's just like, I don't even remember that. So from now on I just say, well, when you did that, did you check to see if I had a belly button, or if it was my other person that stands in for me while I'm out doing good deeds around the universe?